Sonny, how is it being out in Vegas, representing the Buckeyes this season, returning in that leadership position?
It's an honor. Me, Jeremiah, and Caleb all out here together. We're three good players, but more so, I think we represent the team very well. Represent what Buckeye Nation expects us to be, the kind of men we're supposed to be, things like that. But excited to be out in Vegas.
And there's a lot of talent lost to the draft after that national championship season. You also lose your coordinator, bring in Matt Patricia. Just what do you think the identity is going into 2025?
Yeah, I think we should have a chip on our shoulder, something to prove. I think we kind of flushed that last national championship down the drain. Not saying it didn't happen, but saying that, hey, we got a new goal to focus on, and we can't live off last year's hype. We want to build our own brand and build our own identity this year with this team in 2025.
I've never heard of washing a national championship down the drain.
Yeah, it still happened, but we got to be able to move past it. We can't live off that last year's team. We have to build our own identity, and we have to play with a chip on our shoulder.
That's right. And usually at media days, there's a lot of talk about that team up north. You guys still want to get back in the winning column, get a pair of gold pants, and get that winning streak back going with Michigan. But also you have a big one, week 1 against Texas, who you did beat. So who do you think the talk will be at media days this year, Texas or Michigan?
I don't know. Obviously the rivalry, that's the most important game. But, it's a big game week 1, and it's coming up pretty fast, so we're excited.
And going into recruiting, and you have a shortened schedule after a longer season, there's been a lot of focus on versatility because of that extended playoff and being able to move things around, especially on defense where we're seeing guys move around in different spots. How's that looking as we head into fall camp?
Yeah, I think Coach Patricia and the rest of the staff do a very good job of putting guys in the right position, trying to get the best 11 on the field for wherever the situation is. So I'm excited to see what we can do this year.
And who's been stepping up on the defensive side in that leadership role? They got you, but who else is becoming a voice on that side?
Yeah, I think me and Caleb have done a good job. I think Kenyatta Jackson's an amazing leader. He's a great man, just a leader of men. He does a great job. Davis Naquinosin and Jermaine Matthews and my brother Lorenzo, they've done a good job in the DB room. Got a few other guys. Arvell Reese is another guy. He's not a guy that talks a lot, but he shows. He leads by example. He does the right thing, works hard, puts his head down, just works. So there's just so many different leaders on the team. We got a lot of young guys who are stepping up, guys who are stepping into new roles. So there's a lot of leaders across the board.
I am interested to see how this season goes with media. Will was a very vocal quarterback. I think he enjoyed the media sessions he had every week. He talked to us a long time, but you guys are a little bit more of a quieter group, speaking by example and leading with your play. So who do you think is going to be the loudest on the team this year? There's a few. Ennis is up there. There's some big ones.
Yeah, loudest on the team, I don't know. In terms of on the field, I know Brandon, he's a super energetic guy, high energy guy. Jermaine's another guy. He's great personality. He's the funniest guy to meet. So those are probably the two main dudes, I'd say.
And going into this season, there was so much pressure on Coach Day last year. He still has to get that win against Michigan, but you got a national championship now. So where's the pressure lie heading into this season?
Yeah, I think Coach Day's pressed on the gas even more. I think I talked to Coach Patricia because he's won so many Super Bowls. He talks about once you win one, it's like you're on the chase to get another one, and another one, and another one. And it's almost like you never get fulfilled in a way. That's why we try not to identify ourselves with football, but the goal to go get another one, it eagers you more, and it's like you want to go get it even more than you want to get the first one.
Mm-hmm. And looking at this past season, going into media days, there's usually a theme. Coach Day's first year in 2019, it was a new day. Last year, it was Natty or Bust. I wrote down a few here. I want to know what you think might be a good one. This one is ours. The standard is the rivalry, built not borrowed, earn everything. What do you think would be a good theme heading into this season? Is it about the rivalry, or is it about building your own national championship run?
Either built, not borrowed, or earn everything. I think that's a huge thing we did. As soon as we had our first meeting with the new team, we talked about hey, the national championship's over with. This team hasn't won a single thing. And the way we do it's kind of funny. So in our team room, everyone has assigned seats. So when we start a new season, everyone has new seats, and we talked about the guys in these seats haven't won anything. Maybe Sonny, that was in the second row last year, won a national championship, but Sonny in the first row hasn't won anything. So we talked about just building our own identity and earning everything we get this year.
So it's kind of like looking at yourself as a different person from last season,
yes,
looking at who you were last year to now. Where do you think you've come? Where do you think you are right now as your identity builds this season?
Yeah, I think I've become more comfortable in my position. Last year was my first year at linebacker, and I feel pretty confident what I'm doing. I feel like I'm playing faster, playing more aggressive and things like that. And then, obviously stepping into a bit of more of a leadership role. Last year we had so many great leaders. A lot of guys have been in the program for 4 or 5 years, and now I'm technically the old head, which doesn't feel doesn't feel
The
right.
NIL era, I feel like they do feel older now.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the old head, even though I haven't even turned 21 yet. But I'm like
And you're in Vegas.
yeah, so it's interesting. Just time flies, honestly, and just want to cherish this last season and go out the right way.
And going into this final stretch, there's been a big emphasis on, returning and building that draft stock, bringing in Matt Patricia with NFL experience. Coach A has talked a lot about that because of the extended playoff and you guys wanting to build your draft stock. What has that NFL experience done in the building?
Yeah, I mean, I think with Coach Patricia directly, he has so many different relationships in the NFL. So, when guys call Coach Patricia and they ask Coach Patricia, hey, how's Sonny doing? Like, tell me what do you think about him? Whatever he said is gold. Like, it's gonna be truthful. He's not gonna lie about it. But you have that guy in your corner. It's amazing. And then also like the way he coaches and the way he teaches in his system is going to translate pretty well to the NFL. Talking to guys who've played in the NFL, they come back and they listen to some of the terminology we use, and similar to what they use in the NFL. So I think it's going to help get me prepared for that. And then we have so many coaches that have some type of NFL experience, NFL connection. Tim Walton was coaching in the NFL for about 10, 12 years, however long it was. He has so many amazing connections. We got a lot of former players. Obviously, Coach Laurinaitis played in the NFL for a long time. I'm sure he knows multiple GMs, things like that. So there's just so many great connections across Ohio State coaching staff.
And looking at the defense, I think maybe more of a culture fit with Matt Patricia. Jim Knowles leaving to go to Penn State. You have that matchup at the beginning of November at the Horseshoe. How's that one looking this time around with him on the other side?
Yeah, I'm excited. Coach Knowles is a great coach. I know it's going to be a great matchup. I know their defense is going to be really good. But we have a really good offense, and they got a really good offense. We got a really good defense. So it's a matchup game, two high-level teams. So I'm excited for it.
And how does it change the culture sense with the way Matt Patricia coaches and Jim Knowles?
They're both elite coaches. I guess you could say it's a similar style of defense, but Coach Patricia, it's a little different in his own way. I don't even know how to explain it quite. I just know he's going to put everyone in the best position possible, whatever they're good at. Coach Knowles did a good job with it as well. So we'll see how it goes. Can't give out the whole playbook today.
I'll do some quick ones to finish this up. Who's the most likely on the team to post a thirst trap?
Post a thirst trap? James Peoples. I actually make fun of him for his selfies he posts.
Who's the most likely to go on a dating show?
Dating show? I got to think about this one. Maybe Jermaine. Jermaine's a big personality. I feel like he would do good on TV.
Which coach is the most likely to say something that would go viral?
Probably Coach Laurinaitis. His jokes are crazy. It's a good thing he's not mic'd up.
All right, well, we're going to wrap this up. You guys enjoy Big Ten Media Days in Vegas. Looking so forward to this upcoming season. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I was like, you got Surrey talking?
Oh, my God.
Thank you so much. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, well, you are much taller than we can handle. All right, all my tippy toes up here.